Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Chat South Africa with Pammy T. So, with everything being brought to the light after many months of speculations about what exactly is happening within the EFF, finally, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has spoken and has shed some light on exactly what has been happening where he was concerned within the EFF. But before we listen to Mbuyiseni, let's take another listen to what Julius Malema had said and how it now links to what Mbuyiseni is also saying. In Julius Malema's speech, is Mbuyiseni the disloyal character he's speaking about? Let's take a listen.
Vuyani knows that my wife is involved in infidelity. He keeps quiet. He doesn't tell me. When I find out and I ask Vuyani, he says, no, I knew, but it was not my place to tell you. That is a betrayal. That's not loyalty. It's like these people who are in the EFF who say to us, we knew so and so was going to leave, but did not tell the leadership. And they still want the relationship to be the same. You cannot know such information and not tell me and expect me to trust you. I do not trust them, and I will never trust them. Because trust is earned when you show loyalty at a point when it is needed. Not loyalty of nice time. When it's nice, no, we are loyal, praise them, the CIC. When things are bad, you can't show that loyalty. You must show loyalty at the most tested moments. You sit there comfortably with people who are telling you an issue that is going to bring the organization into disrepute, an issue that is going to negatively affect the organization, and say, no, it was not my place to tell you. Where is loyalty there? You're not loyal. And people who are not loyal must never be trusted by anyone. They will kill you. You will die. You must vakervort. Hey, you and so must make it and be together. We're fine. We're colleagues, we're fine. It ends there. So, when you have shown loyalty to people, when you have been loyal and you don't have a sense of betrayal, wait for the day you get betrayed. You will understand how we feel about betrayal. We, loyal people. We've never done anything to harm these people. I always ask and I always say to these comrades, for every moment there must be a turning point. You must say, it was at this point when I knew that we're heading for divorce now. What was that point? Can they point that point where they say, this was a turning point? This was a turning point. No one can point at that turning point. Because a turning point helps, because even if you are in denial, but you will know we fought on this point. You go and sit with people who are telling you they are leaving the EFF. You say, have you prayed about it? Have your mom prayed about it? And then you keep quiet. And then you think we must all survive through prayer. Now we must be informed by prayer, by Holy Spirit, that people are going when you've got information. That is the highest form of disloyalty. And Godrich says, even if he had told me as a joke, I would have brought it to the attention of the leadership that this guy made a silly joke. This is what he said. That's what loyalty is about. Loyalty means defend the organization in private and in public. Our organization went through a particular period where all leaders had to come out and defend it, and you were not there. Why must I be there for you? Why should the organization be there for you when you were not there, when the organization needed you the most? And people go around here raising names of such people and they think we must still trust them too. Having known what these people have done to the organization. The organization gets insulted. The leadership gets insulted. In your name. People even threaten to disrupt EFF's conference. In your name. You keep quiet and then you say, we must say loyal. What loyal? You will rather be alone, my brother. My sister, will rather be alone than to force yourself in a relationship that is not working. I'm using relationship to simplify this disloyalty that we have experienced ourselves. And how do I come to know that this person has known, that one has known about Floyd going? They don't volunteer even after he left. They don't volunteer to come and tell me. They wait for me to come and ask them, did you know? Yes. For how long? For over 2 weeks now. Why did you keep quiet? I didn't see a need for me to tell you. That was a turning point for me with them. They must tell you what was their turning point with me. My turning point with them was when they kept the information away from me. An information that has got potential to destroy the organization, damage its beautiful reputation, and bring it into disrepute. They keep quiet. And then I must talk for them. I must defend them when they could not defend the organization. Hell no. They can go to hell. I'm not going to do that. Even if that means we must lose vote, I'm not going to fight for votes by sitting with people who are disloyal. Because I want votes. I must spend time with people who are disloyal. You know what it means to be an official. We have a meeting of the top 6 and they say the most highest form of secrets of the EFF because we trust each other. That's what being an official means. It emanates from trusting each other. Not as a friends, SG. But as a person who can be trusted that you will defend the organization under the most difficult position. Imagine if one of these officials had resigned and followed the former deputy president. That's disloyalty. Don't ask me to share a meal with disloyal people. You are asking me to commit suicide.
So Julius has said a mouthful, but let's listen to what Mbuyiseni Ndlozi had to say.
I was suspended about 6 weeks before the conference, and the suspension was unconventional in that it didn't rely on the code of conduct of the EFF summoned by its constitution, but largely the suspension rested on 2 counts. Yeah. On the one hand, the leadership said that it's in possession of an intelligence report in which they claim that I'm part of the infiltration strategy by the MKP. I'm working with the MKP. I'm planning to go to join them. I'm waiting for some opportune moment. The second one largely rested on the fact that I knew about the then Deputy President Floyd Shivambu's departure. Of course, I can state categorically now that I never planned to join the MKP. I still don't. I never worked with anybody in the MKP in relation to some conspiracy about my departure. Yeah. And I think that whatever information they say they have was based largely on lie. I did know about the departure of Floyd Shivambu. He did come to tell me of his consideration, and indeed I did tell him that, look, you would have to take the leadership into confidence, and he did. The idea that I should have ran behind his back and informed other people or the leadership suggests that I'm an informant, a gossiper, or a wedge driver. I am none of those. It was Floyd's decision. He had to communicate it. It was not my decision. It was his. He had to communicate it, and he did. I'm leaving party politics. I think I've made my contribution in that space. We don't live in a one-party state. We're not in the camps. We're not a band. Politics are a free activity in South Africa. And party politics are not the monopoly of making social contribution. I think after this episode, I've taken a decision to leave all of party politics and contribute in the first instance to the academy. In the second instance, I'm very, very passionate about the upliftment of levels of discourse in the country. But most importantly, I think the terrain of struggle that has been neglected over the years is the civil society space. That civil society space, I'm interested in it because it is where you are able to cultivate and agitate the notions of freedom, where liberation is about the people. The people liberate themselves. And community development, research, advocacy. You know, it's time somebody did for the people of this country what AfroForum is doing for the Afrikaners. I think that is the civil society space that one is having a conversation and thinking about. I'm saying that party politics don't monopolize the contribution to social change. And I have taken a decision to step out.
So personally, I appreciate the way Ndlozi has responded to this whole matter. He's been very calm, very low-key, and now that he has finally addressed it, he has done so in a very mature manner. What's your take on this whole matter? Let me know in the comment section and let's chat, South Africa.